unite and find prosperity within the South African democracy. With those words, I welcome all of you today, and I will give now over to my co-director, Mr. Raymond Tlaeli, to then proceed with the national anthem. Thank you.
Halala MPC, halala. I never said, wait. I never said halala ACTP. I said halala MPC, multi-party charter. Halala, everybody! Shall we all rise as we're going to be opening with the national anthem? I'm going to ask any volunteer who's very eloquent with the national anthem to please take the stage and lead us with the national anthem. We don't want to make a mistake on that one. Am I right? Any volunteer to come and help us? There she comes. Okay, hello?
Thank you. I saw that in the action essay we've got someone who is soprano. Yeah, you've got a beautiful voice. House rules first. I'll start with our leaders. I know the last time we had this session, I was abused. And people were going on and on forever. And they were given only 5 minutes. So today, Mr. Steenhuisen, I am the Speaker of the House. I know that you are used to getting 15 minutes and so, but pretend as if you are the smaller party today. So each organization will be given 5 minutes, so they will share amongst themselves. It will be the president and one of the youth representatives. So I will call on the DA, but before we do that, there's a guy that must come and sing for a minute, so that DA, you must then welcome your leader, right?
Sanibonani nonke, Dumelang, Moweni, Goeiemorgen. Look at us. Look at us. They said we would never get here. And look at us today. Our different colors, our different backgrounds, united in one cause to bring change to South Africa. A clear message that we are tired as South Africans of unemployment. We are tired of corruption. We are tired of broken promises. And we are tired of politicians who don't care about the people and only care about themselves. And there's a man who calls himself the President of South Africa. And he hides away in the union buildings, and he never does anything. He makes promises, but he never delivers anything. And you know what? He is scared, and his party are terrified, because they know that on the 8th of February, in 7 days' time, that he will be delivering the last State of the Nation address for the ANC. And he is so terrified, and his party is so scared of all of us coming together from different parties, putting aside our differences and working together towards a common goal because we love our country and we want to rescue our country. They are terrified. He's so terrified that they're already trying to find excuses about why they lost the election. Yesterday, he said that he's worried there's going to be regime change from outside influences. Well, I've got something to say to you today, Mr. President, through the people in this hall. What you see before you today is not regime change by some foreign government. What you see today is democratic change through the people of South Africa. And we are going to fight in every corner. We're going to take our message of hope and change to every South African, to every community. Wherever you've been before, whatever you've done before, it's time to unite with the multi-party charter, because together we can win.
Amanda! Viva multi-party, viva! Viva multi-party, viva! Sekusele kancane! Sekusele kancane! We are almost in the finish line. We can already see the promised land. We can already smell that the grass is greener on the other side. We can already smell the opportunities that this multi-party is going to bring. I want to speak to the young people. I want to tell the young person who is at home, who has lost hope of ever finding a job, that do not lose hope, because this multi-party charter government is going to come and will bring a job in every household. I want to speak to the millions of young people who cannot further their studies, the young people who cannot enter institutions of higher learning because the corrupt NSFAS led by Blade is failing them. That's under this multi-party government who will give you an opportunity to further your studies. I want to say to the young person who's got a business idea, but who has lost hope because this government is not supporting them, that this multi-party charter is going to come. We're going to support your business. We're going to stop load shedding. We're going to bring you opportunities so that you can grow your business and create jobs for the next generation.
Register to vote.
Colleagues, this can only be possible if we as young people take our power. This can only be achieved if we as a generation stand up and unite behind a common cause. We must stand up and say enough is enough. We must stand up and say Khaluk is Khaluk. We must stand up and say Walele. We must take the fight to these groups. Bayasoyika, they are very scared. Bayasoyika, they are going to call us names. But I want us to keep the main thing, the main thing. And the main thing is entering the battle lines. We can do that by going out in this weekend and registering to vote. This is our last chance. This is our last chance. I will be there in the voting stations. My colleagues will be there. The question I want to ask to the young people at home, will you please join us? We are not only doing it for us, but we are doing it for the future of this beautiful country. 2024 is the year of the youth, and as the youth, we will paint all voting stations blue, because when the youth works, South Africa works.
Come on, give it to the GA, everybody! I go now. Now, when I say everybody, let us give it to the leadership. We must all stand up and give it to the leadership, okay? Now it is my honor to introduce the next leader and the next political party. It is my honor to now bring on this podium the leader of the Inkatha Freedom Party, Honorable Belonkosi Shabisa. He will be accompanied by Umis Darzi Manganyi, the provincial chairperson of IFP, the Youth Brigade. As they come on the stage, I now invite the cheerleader, the leader of the song, to come and introduce them, please. Over to the IFP.
Oh,
Thank you very much. Colleagues, I just want to make one appeal before one speaks. South Africa is listening to us. So the way we celebrate should not make the message lost to the people of South Africa. I want to begin by saying good morning to the Johannesburg City, which is hosting us, and good morning to the people of South Africa. Today, you are exactly where you need to be. You need to hear the message about a massive voter registration in order to remove a government that has failed us. As the president of the IFP, I join my voice with my colleagues in the multi-party charter. We represent the strongest voices in the opposition, and we are speaking as one. People gathered here today reflect the true South Africa with its diverse cultural dimensions forming one country. We are indeed different and independent political parties with a shared common vision. As we gather here today, we are driven by a belief that South Africa can secure change for better, and we believe it can be done now. 2024 is the moment for South Africans to fundamentally change the trajectory of our country by unseating a failed government and empowering a new government, the alternative to be formed by the multi-party charter. For the first time in 30 years, since 1994 elections, the ruling party is likely to lose the majority. If that happens, a coalition opposition of parties stands ready to form a new government. We have not linked up ourselves randomly, but have carefully chosen the people we will work with, ensuring that the government we form is underpinned by values, principles, and solutions that the IFP champions. It goes without saying that we all want change. South Africa is riddled by crisis and corruption. The pain we all endure is greater by far for the youth. It is our youth who suffer the most. A failing education system bars young people from developing their potential. A failing economy keeps our youth away from work. A failing government withholds control of security and happiness to our youth. Quite clearly, change is needed, but not every party contesting these elections can bring change. The power behind each of the parties in the multi-party charter is the fact that together we can form a government. Instead of just talking on the sidelines, we are able to get in the game, take the ball, and run with it. I am proud of the IFP's track record of good governance. The IFP comes to the multi-party charter with the principles of integrity. The Youth Brigade is driving a massive voter registration program so that every South African who is 18 years and above must go and register online on the 3rd and 4th, and on the election day, we all go to remove a failed government. my youth chairperson in Gauteng. I'm handing over to her to tell you how the Youth Brigade will be driving this program to unseat the government that has destroyed our dreams and visions.
It is true that the IFP Brigade is driving a massive campaign to empower the youth of our country. For more than 4 decades, the IFP Brigade has been at the forefront of activism for democracy, freedom, and justice. We've been working on behalf of young people because we, as the IFP, we work for you. How we, as young people, do we secure change for better in 2024? Shana kambe yini lexi xi nga endla swilo swi cinca eAfrika-Dzonga? Xivutiso xelexo has got one answer. We vote. You vote. South Africans' youth is alive with creativity and ideas. We have solutions, we have the energy, we have the drive to do what is needed. I personally do not know a single young person who's not doing a side hustle just to make ends meet. We know how to do things, to get things done. We are the champions of our future, we are the champions of our present, we are the leaders of today. Looking at us, you would say that South Africa has a great future. But there's only one thing that we need to do as South African youth. We need to go out in our numbers and register. The thing about numbers is that they don't lie. It is said that voters who are 40 years and 50 years are the ones that are currently deciding our future. It is time for change. It is time for us to go out and make our mark. The problem with those ones that are voting and deciding on our behalf is that they are really not concerned and worried about the issues that affect us as young people.
Thank you to the President of the IFP, Honorable Hlabisa, and our Councillor Manganyi, who is the chairperson of the Youth Brigade in the province of Gauteng. But now I will call upon a leader of the Freedom Fund Plus. But before I do that, DJ, are you ready with the song? And also the cheerleader must be here now to come and sing, so that we all sing together. Hopefully we do know the song, so that we'll be able to cheer as well. But Dr. Hunewald, the leader of the Freedom Fund Plus, will come, and Ms. Tammy, who is the youth leader of the Freedom Fund Plus, can you please approach the stage while we wait for the cheerleader? Is there someone that is coming? Does he have a mic? Okay, you can sing from there, it's fine. Yes. Unfortunately, Ms. Britt is not here, but Dr. Funewald will be then speaking for the 5 minutes.
Thank you very much. Can you hear me? Is that good? This one. Got the right one. Thank you. Firstly, I want to give a reason why our youth leader is not here. You will hear I said a reason, not apology. She was on the plane from Cape Town. It's Tammy Breed, who's also a member of Parliament, and they had to return due to a technical problem. So I will take her time as well and will speak on her behalf. At least, if you listen to the songs and the reactions here, you are assured. I can always, or actually say guaranteed, when it comes to the multi-party charter, you have a variety of approaches and cultures, and that is when we talk about the diversity of South Africa. And as our Constitution states it very clearly in its preamble, in our diversity is the strength of South Africa for the future. And I know there are many cliches, especially because this is also to make a greater awareness amongst our youth to go and register and vote. And normally when you talk to the youth, they will say, yeah, you know, we know that you say that we must think of our future, because we say it's your future. But what do we mean when we say it's your future? You must, maybe you're at university, you have just finished school, and there are many youth that is struggling to get a job. And that is the essence of your future. Therefore, my appeal to our young people is register and go and vote in the election. Vote for one of the multi-party charter political parties so that we can ensure that we create jobs so that you can earn and create your own future. That is what it's about. When I talk about the young couples in South Africa, young married couples that their children are small and their worry is maybe they have a job, but they are worried about their children, what is going to happen to them. And my message to those categories, register and vote for one of the parties of the multi-party charter so that we can ensure that you have a better future for your children and for yourselves. Now, many people say it's necessary that you vote because each and every vote counts. But let's get practical. There are many people that says, well, I don't think my vote is going to make a difference. Now let me explain to you what difference your vote can make in the election. And I want to put it in simple terms. Firstly, you must know your electoral system. South Africa has, in general, a proportional electoral system. What does that mean? An electoral system is actually the system converting votes in an election into 400 seats in the National Assembly. That's what the electoral system does. Now, how does it work? Proportional, if you get 10% of the votes in an election, you get 10% of the 400 votes in the National Assembly. Now, what does your vote make in terms of the difference when it comes to voting? And let me put it in simple terms. Say 10 people voted in the election. Let's say 6 people voted for the ANC, 1 voted for party A, 1 for B, 1 for C, and 1 for D. You can vote for any opposition party. Now what happens? Now the electoral system comes and it converts the 6 out of 10. And 6 out of 10 is 60% of the 400, so the ANC gets 240 seats. Party A, B, C, and D, each got 1. It is 10%. They each get 40 seats in the National Assembly. But if you don't go and vote, say for instance you would have voted for Party D, what happens now? Now the ANC gets 6 out of 9, and 6 out of 9 is 66% of the 400 seats. Your single vote makes the difference, and it favors the governing party if you do not vote. Understand your electoral system. Each vote counts. En dit is uiters belangrik dat ons kiesers moet weet. Dit is die verskil wat jou stem gaan maak. Dames en here, ons sit by 'n geleentheid om die koers van Suid-Afrika te verander van 'n koers van vernietiging, van misdaad, van ellende, van hongersnood, om daardie koers van onsekerheid vir jou toekoms te kan verander na 'n toekoms van werkskepping, 'n toekoms om die ekonomie te laat groei, 'n toekoms om misdaad te bestry, op die einde van die dag 'n toekoms gebaseer op vrede, voorspoed en veiligheid. Maak seker we all want peace, stability, and a bright future. Only the electorate can make that change, because a political party is only as strong as the voters who vote for that specific party. This is an opportunity. Ladies and gentlemen, this weekend you go and register at the nearest voting station. And remember, in this election, you can only vote at the voting station where you are registered. It's important to know that. Register, vote, and let's repair and build South Africa. Kom ons herstel en ons bou.
Why are you quiet this side? Halal FM plus halal. Halal our leader halal. Baya Danki. I think I must applaud you. When the FF Plus came on the stage, I saw everybody rising to their feet, joining their song and singing together. Let us maintain that momentum. Is that okay? When every party is called, let us all join the song and dance together, because we are united today as one force. MPC. Now, ladies and gentlemen, it's my pleasure to invite the representative and the leadership of Action SA, represented by Ms. Rato Ngubeni, the national spokesperson, as well as Ms. Klubi Kafani, the national youth chairperson. I'm going to ask Chris. Chris, please come and lead with a song, please.
You know, the three thoughts that occupied my mind as I think about what we have embarked on is the fact that, you know, we are the generation that christened democracy. And as a result, we are the ones that must see it through. We are the ones we've been waiting for. And we must remember that a journey of 1,000 miles begins with a single step. Today, we are taking the first step towards a shared future, one that we will build together as a united people behind a single razor-sharp objective to fix our beloved country, South Africa. You know, 30 years into democracy, had we adopted the Chinese 50-year developmental model, we would have had been halfway through that plan by now. Therefore, as Action SA and our fellow members who are sitting here with us of the multi-party charter believe that this election represents a critical opportunity for us, especially those among us who have lost hope. Let us come as one and take decisive action. This 2024 election, Bakaisu, is a choice. It is a choice between an economy that fosters growth and creates sustainable jobs versus one that subjects our people to 40% of unemployment and unemployed people and millions trapped in poverty. It is a choice between continued lawlessness where over 80 people are subjected to brutal murders every day, or one where we can live in a country where the rule of law is upheld and each and every one of us feels safe. It is a choice between living in a country with reliable sources of energy versus the 2023 disaster of over 6,000 hours of load shedding and blackouts. It is a choice we must make every day to make sure that every South African can afford to put a meal on the table or accept the horrific fact that 45% of our fellow citizens will go to bed hungry by next year. It is a choice between having access to affordable health care or to continue under a dysfunctional healthcare system. Ultimately, it is a choice between thriving or surviving. And if we choose to survive, then we choose to continue with the decline under the current ruling party. The journey of 1,000 miles towards prosperity starts with the single step of registering to vote. We must do so now, we must do so today. We are the architects of our own destiny. Let us chart a positive way forward for our nation and use the power that is within our grasp to vote. And so let all South Africans reach out, touch somebody's hand, and take a firm stand, and let us fix our country one time. Phambili South Africa, phambili. Phambili South Africa, phambili. Forward, ever. Forward, backward. Forward, backward. Thank you very much. Viva young people, viva! Viva Helen Mashaba, viva! Tata is forum, Tata! Ladies and gentlemen, today I witnessed something very beautiful, something that South Africa is in much need of: unity. We are in this room, each and every one of us in this room is here for a single purpose: to take back what belongs to us, and what belongs to us is South Africa. What belongs to us, what we deserve as young people in this country, is to have a government that not only caters to themselves and their friends, but caters to each and every one of us. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm a young person. I lead young people. I have no problem with the older generation. In fact, Abu Mama, Abu Baba, Siantana. God get from me as a young person, standing here on behalf of the young people in this country, I have to tell you that it is our time. It is our future. Only us, the young people of this country, are going to take this country forward. Only us, the young people in this country, are going to bring the change that is needed, the change that we as young people deserve. Ladies and gentlemen, Kalukuba, this weekend is a very important weekend. I know I'm short, I'm sure but you can hear my voice. This is a very important weekend. Each and every one of us has a responsibility to bring someone to register to vote. We have a responsibility to cater to those who cannot be able to take themselves to those voting stations to register. Let us take it upon ourselves to take it a little step forward and make sure that our neighbors' neighbors, our communities are registered to vote so we can take this pathetic excuse of a government out of power. We deserve better. Masitata, you, Masitata! Santata, you, Santata! I would like to see the youth in parliament. I would like to see the youth in legislature. I would like to see the youth being the best that we deserve.
to Action SA. Let's give them a round of applause again. We are not allergic to employment, Aniti. We are not allergic to business opportunities, Aniti. Yes, so siyazidinga nathi these opportunities. I will call again on the stage Reverend Kenneth Mishwe from ACDP. ACDP, who's the president of the ACDP. He'll be joined on stage by Ms. Prudence Mabasa, who's the Gauteng Youth Foundation chairperson for the ACDP. But before I do that, let me call the cheerleader of, okay, this time I don't know why, cheerleader, Ubaba cheerleader when ACDP is. Ubaba uyeza on stage, ingoma bayicelile yiyo leyo. DJ.
Yes. Sanbonani bagiti sanbonani. Dumelang bagaitsu dumelang. Goeiemiddag almal, goeiemiddag. Good afternoon, good afternoon. Good to see everybody in this place today. This is the right place to be on this Thursday afternoon. To the leaders of all political parties, I'm going to do something different by allowing the youth leader of our youth foundation in Gauteng to be the first to speak, and I'll speak after her.
Sanbonani, Molo, I greet everyone who is a youth and I greet everybody who is an adult because this country needs us to work together. I look over the sea of people and I see this is the rainbow nation that we keep on professing that we are. This is the time for that rainbow nation to stand. But right now, I would like to speak to the sleeping army. The sleeping army of the 14 million of unregistered youth that can unseat the government that is there right now. I'm speaking to that sleeping giant. I'm speaking to that sleeping army that is within that party that has been governing, who says, how long? 30 years, they're still the same. I am speaking to you. I say, if you want change, vote for change. You cannot vote the same thing and expect change in the end. I am speaking to the international people who are in New Zealand, who are in England, who are in all those places. Vote for change so you can come back to the South Africa you left it for.
Thank you, my lady. Leaders of political parties of the multi-party charter, members of the press, ladies and gentlemen, good afternoon to you all. Those at home, thank you for tuning in and for being part of what is happening today. The people you see gathered in this place from different political parties have one goal and one goal only, and that goal is to get the ANC out of government. Anybody and all those who have eyes to see will agree that the ANC has destroyed this country. The first time I went to Europe in 1988, I was amazed when I came back to this country to compare the infrastructure, particularly road infrastructure, we have in this country with what I saw in Germany, in Switzerland, and the UK. South Africa beat them all. We have the best infrastructure. But what did the comrades do? They destroyed everything. Now, we are getting ready to repair the damage that the ANC has made, and also to make South Africa one of the best countries in the whole world. Now, before I carry on, because I do not want to forget this important issue about what was trending yesterday on social media about what happened in Groblersdal. There was a report, I'm not sure whether it was mistaken in what was said, whether it was deliberate, that I don't know. But one of the things that was said there was that the ACDP was preparing to sing the song, Kill the Boer, Kill the Farmer. Let me explain what happened, because as soon as I heard what was happening and I saw some videos, I called the leader of the province, the leader of Limpopo, and I said, what happened? Because I also want you to go there to investigate. He said to me, the ACDP was the first party to arrive at the court. And the reason they were the first to arrive, he said, they wanted to pray for peace in that area, so that they went there to pray and not to toy-toy. To pray for peace so that what happened the last time, the court said, will not be repeated. And those who watched the proceedings yesterday, there was no scuffles that were seen previously. There was peace compared to other places. Why? Because our members went there to pray. And then I said, the people that were identified in the video, who were too close to the ANC and the EFF, ask them what happened and bring them to the camera. I want to ask them a few questions. After asking them questions, they said they never toyed in agreement with what was happening. They said there was a song that was sung. Now, the interesting thing is my observation here this morning. Some songs were sung that I did not understand. Some I did not even hear the words. And I saw people here moving because Africans, when we hear a beat, we are, you just tap your foot, So they said they did not, because they know that the song "Kill the Boer, Kill the Farmer" is hate speech. That is the position of the ACDP. It is hate speech. And we will never agree with that song. It does not matter what any court says that claims that it is not hate speech, or the Human Rights Commission says it is not hate speech. ACDP says it is hate speech. We disagree with them. Let people at home and everybody know that ACDP will never ever stand with the EFF and the ANC. Never. It has never happened, and it will never happen. In Parliament, anybody who's not lazy to read and to research, find out what the ACDP has been saying about farmers and farm workers. The ACDP is behind all farmers and farm workers. We have supported them and will continue to support them. Why? Because we have an understanding on Sesli Domni. We know that after everything is done, we need food to eat. Is that true? Did you eat before coming here, and will you eat when you go back home? That is why we respect farmers and farm workers. So I just wanted to clear this one so that people will know that ACDP will never sing hate speech. We love everybody. We do. Even those we disagree with, we disagree respectfully, but we refuse to hate anybody. So, ladies and gentlemen, please correct those who might not have heard what I've just said, that the ACDP is the party that loves and respects everybody. Lastly, I'm told my time is up. Lastly, a study by Corruption Perception Index has scored South Africa at number 41, sliding 2 points in the ranking in 2023, which is below the global average. This study, ladies and gentlemen, has shown that government measures to combat corruption are failing. If we want to solve the problem of corruption, or we want to get rid of corruption, let us get the ANC out, because the current government is out to protect the corrupt. They are doing nothing, and they will do nothing to end corruption in South Africa. And I must say, as I take my seat, we have not forgotten about Phala Phala. The president of South Africa must lead by example. He must tell the country how much of the millions that were found in a sofa got there without his knowledge. And we are still expecting the security officers to confront the president and ask him, how did this money come on our property? We know that even half of that money, even $1,000, if it can be found in your possession, you are in big trouble. What about $4 million? And this matter has been pushed and shoved under the carpet. So ACDP says, ladies and gentlemen, it is our time. It is our time. Multi-party charter take over in 2024. Multi-party charter take over in 2024. Thank you. God bless you.
To the leader of the ACDP. Now we are calling on the stage our apology to Dr. Zukile, but this time is secured. Dr. Zukile Luyenge, the president of Isanko, will come on the stage and he will lead his own song together with Kotwa Mbagwa, Isanko youth leader. Let us welcome them on the stage. Let us welcome them on the stage.
Eta multiparty eta.
Ibambe. He's going to sing his own. TJ. Thank you.
Eta multiparty eta. Hala MPC hala. Kube Mzanzibar. Tata. Program director or co-directors of this program, the leadership, the leadership of the multi-party charter of South Africa, members from all the conglomerates of leadership that is coming from the most tried and tested leaders of your parties who came together and put South Africa forward at the expense of their ideologies and understanding as to what should take place in South Africa. But South Africa should be put first. That is what these leaders behind me are saying. Isango is committed to deliver a responsible government through conglomerates of parties who devoted and dedicated their time and resources to move South Africa forward. The multi-party charter is the only rainbow like-minded minds, tried and tested leadership. It is imperative that we deliver the much-needed change new government. To young people, as Isango, we are calling upon all of you and this clarion call to urge you to use your maximum energy as young people to unseat the confused African National Congress through the democratic means. The current government under the leadership of the ANC is irrelevant. It is only a responsible and relevant government that will keep the lights on for at least a month. It is only a committed government that will be able to make ends meet, where people of South Africa have been crying foul since 1994. Make this 2024 our own 1994. And under the leadership of the multi-party charter, this leadership, the leadership behind me, is tried and tested, has experience, has knowledge, has love, has aspirations to see South Africa having moved forward under this disaster, under the leadership of the ANC.
Viva multi-party charter, viva! Pata multi-party charter, pata! Greetings to the program director and the leadership of the multi-party charter. I am Gordon Bangwa from Isango, the youth leader. I will be very brief. I will be saying it takes a tired person to act on behalf of herself or himself. Once you are tired of something, you take a step to remove what tires you. As I'm standing here, I'm approaching my 35 years, and surely at 35 years I will be denied opportunities. So in 2024, I'm taking an opportunity to unseat what denies me the opportunities at 35. I am tired of load shedding, that's why I'm gonna vote. I am tired of unemployment, that is why I'm going to vote. I am tired of hospitals not having good services, that's why I am going to vote. I am tired of poverty, that's why I am going to vote. I need a job, not grant and 50. I need a job, not grant. I need employment. Government of the multi-charter is our freedom. Multi-party charter is our hope as youth of today. Let us take therefore a brave step and vote to unseat what has been denying us opportunity. Pata multi-charter, pata.
Thank you very much to Isango. I'm now going to call Mr. Neil Dibier, President of the United Independent Movement, with the youth leader of the UIN. And DJ, please play them simply the list. start being strict and tell you that please keep to time.
Good afternoon, beautiful South Africans. The First Nation people say, Amaste! Say it with me, Amaste! Hallelujah! It is an honor and privilege to speak to you about the fact that we as South Africans deserve better. Now I need you to speak with me. All you need to say is, you are fired. We are firing the ANC. Are you not kidding? We are firing them because of bad service delivery. We are firing because of lack of shelter. We are fighting because of the system that has failed. You are fired. Thank you, South Africans. It's time. If someone does not do their job, you fire them. You just fire them. And we are going to fire them at the polling station. This year. If people are in politics for power, possession, and position, fire them. Now, go ye forth and make voters of the nation. Yes. And encourage them to vote for your party. And then what do we do with the ANC? We fire them. Thank you.
Molweni. Goeiemiddag. Good afternoon. Away. Mr. Program Director, leaders of the MPC, I am not going to make a speech today. I'm going to tell some people something today. Mamela Makabane, Mamela! Mamela Makabane! U Gamalang Zanetemba, U Faku, U Tasha, U Nelsa Indanyet, Amanya! Umlungu tetaskosa. Yauteta. So number one, inye, matamela, mamela matamela, mamela matamela, non slanje, ANC, panzi. Upanzi, ANC Pelile, Gololo, Usuga, Uhambadate. We are very clear where we are going today and tomorrow. The people in this hall today have shown this country we are united beyond belief. Beyond. And here's a message to all those parties that are not in the light today. Light is coming. The day of darkness in this country is going to end in 2024. Halala! Dames en here, hoor my baie duidelik vandag. Vandag sê ek vir die ANC, donder weer kom, bliksemstrale kom, en ons gaan hierdie land verander hierdie jaar. Because we are stronger together, Simonye. And in conclusion, you touch the IFP, you touch us. You touch the DA, you touch us. You touch the Freedom Front, you touch us. You touch the ACDP, you touch us. You touch Action SA, you touch us. You touch the UIM, you touch us. Isanko, UDP, you touch us. You touch us. Toba Moyo, Toba, Toba. We will go and vote together. It matters not today who you vote for. Vote for the NPC collective. And I promise you one thing. Hulle weet nie wat ons weet nie.
Ladies and gentlemen, without much ado, let us welcome on the stage the leaders of Spectrum National Party, SNP, represented by Ms. Linda Hoover, the Human Resource Manager, as well as Joseph, as well as Justice Shabalala, to come to the front. And please, DJ, welcome them with the song, please, they have presented. And then we all join the song, okay? Is that all right? DJ, please.
Sambolani, Amsheni, Dumelan, Dimasiari. Hello. Who are that? I beg you all.
Good day, South Africa. Youth, how are you guys doing today? I'm Lindy Grover from Spectrum National Party, and we are here to change and stand together with the multi-party charter. Are you? You want to take over? Yeah, go.
Amanda! Good afternoon, multi-party charter leaders, organizers, media, and all the youth of South Africa. Amanda! It is indeed an honor and privilege to address our Gauteng Youth on NPC Youth Historical Day. Amanda! Youth, by now you should know that you are the future leaders of South Africa, whether it be a political pastor, teacher, business, or whatever industry of your choice. Amanda! The main purpose of this gathering is to make sure you are aware that South Africa is moving forward, not backwards. Amanda! It is very clear that our future as youth is dark in South Africa under the opposition party. I cannot say the name, but Amanda! We need to stand up and say enough is enough as an opposition party. It doesn't matter which party. As a Spectrum National Party senior leader in Gauteng province, I would like to encourage all to take your stand and say enough is enough. I deserve better to build a future for myself and my family. My plea today is let us stand together, let us encourage our neighbors, families, and friends who are youth to register to vote on the 3rd and 4th of February 2024. SNP believes together we stand because teamwork makes it different. And dream well. God bless you. Amanda!
Thank you to SNP. Let's give them another round of applause. I will now call on stage Mr. Mudiri, Sehume, and Ms. Tsirelezo Ngabo, who's the UCDP Youth Rep and the President of the United Christian Democratic Party. That song, DJ, they are not going to play that song, but they are going to sing from this side. Or you will sing along with the song. Or they will sing along with the song so you can play it.
The drums are beating at last. The lyrics of change are in tune at last. The multi-party charter sings in unison at last. United in our diversity, we march forward with our heads held high. The multi-party charter is the next government of the Republic of South Africa.
We can hear the multi-party charter drums beating throughout the 9 provinces of the Republic. The message is one. We are registering in our numbers. The multi-party charter is bringing home to the Republic at last. For the first time in the history of this beautiful country, the single largest voting bloc outside the ruling party is united in words and deeds.
Yes.
We are ushering in a new political order. Let us use this weekend wisely. Let us go out in our numbers to register to vote. Let us go out in our numbers to make it possible for these political parties, is diverse from backgrounds that are different. Let us make it possible for them to change the trajectory. A new South Africa, a country that will excel, a country that will never tolerate incompetence, a country that will demand from its children to be the best they can be, a country that will usher in economic prosperity for the women, the rural women in the villages, the young men in the townships, the young boys in the military, the prospective teachers, the old, the young, the black, the white, the Indians from all creeds. Allah, Allah, multi-party charter, Allah.
As I stand here before you, I would like to thank the multi-party charter. It only has been 6 months. I say 6 months. It has been formed. What I can see right now in front of me, I see unity. I see prosperity. I see production. We are paving ways. What I like I'm seeing right now, it has given me this energy. I want to like express myself. But yes, right now I'm having the platform to express myself. Today we have made a change. The change that we want. I'm talking to your youth. Youth! Basha! Stand up. Youth, stand up. I want you to say, I am that change. We are that change. Thank you. This weekend, we are about to register again. This is our last chance. Let's use it. Use the X. It's your change. It's your voice. It's your podium. It's your platform. Use it wisely. That's your only key that's the only silence to break all the corruption that has been happening, all the looting, all the unemployment. Put your X to make the change. We need change. We need to see prosperity. I myself will be at my voting station making sure that I recruit more youth. More youth. I say more youth. We are the generation of our future. We are the leaders of the future. We stand to be us, and we need for corruption, we have to fight for this looting. We bring it down to a point where us, youth, we are the leaders of today. Thank you.
We are now calling onto the stage, the podium, AK2 People's Party, that will be represented by the Secretary General, Ubabu Peter Ushongo, accompanied by the AK2 Youth President, Kauchelo Ramapakela, and they will be led to the stage with a minute song. As the DJ plays that song, let us welcome them, please, everybody. Woza Ushongo, woza. Woza Mama, woza.
Thank you. Hello. 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 How are you, South Africans? Are you good? Are you happy? I don't need a further introduction. This is AK2 People's Party. We are the young guns of South Africa. City Pansing Yellow Shedding, Pansy. Pansing Yellow Shedding, Pansy. Hey, Pansing Yellow Shedding, Pansy. I'm saying we are the young guns of South Africa. I greet you all in the name of AK2 People's Party, esteemed citizens of South Africa, members of the Media Multi-Party Charter. I greet you all. I greet you all. We must stay united and form a strong party, because if we are not united, we will fall hard. Here I am today to call you that no, you must register this weekend. Okay, can you hear me now? I'm calling you today that we need your registration. May you please register so that we can have a strong party. That's why I'm saying if you are not here today, you must ask yourself, why are you not here? So you won't be part of the solution. So you'll be supporting load shedding. Pantsing a load shedding, Pansy. Pantsing a load shedding, Pansy. Thank you. Our party is here to strengthen the security of South Africa. We don't want to be South Africa to employ so many policemen and security guards. We want them to strengthen the economy of South Africa by creating avenues of employment. If you create avenues of employment, you'll have people working, unlike people who is roaming around the streets. That is why we're having such a high rate of crime. We're calling for our government to reduce the number of security guards so that they should create avenues of employment so that people should work. You must commit yourself that I'm waking up in the morning, I'm going to work. I've got responsibilities. I'm going to work, you come back, you rest. Tomorrow here you are, you go, and then unlike sitting at home, basking in the sun. I thank you all. We're having the youth league of the AK2 People's Party who will brief you on an event. Why is she here? Lady?
Viva! Nation, member of the media, fellow South Africans. Hello! As the president of youth in the Ekati People's Party, I stand before you with a crucial reminder and a call to the action. This weekend marks a pivotal moment of our democratic journey. The opportunities for each of us to exercise our right to vote. I implore you, my fellow youth, to take this responsibility seriously. Register to vote is not merely a duty, it is a powerful expression of our collective voice in shaping the future we envision for ourselves and generations to come. Ekati People's Party stands as a beacon of hope and progress, committed to addressing the pressing issues that affect us all. Our priorities are clear. Resonating with the aspiration of youth, we aim to invest in education, creating a foundation for knowledge and skills that empower each individual to thrive in an ever-evolving world. Furthermore, our party is dedicated to fostering education opportunities, ensuring that every young person has access to meaningful employment and can contribute meaningfully to our society. We believe in healthcare services that prioritize the well-being of all citizens, safeguarding our collective health and securing a brighter future. Ekati People's Party actively planning to implement transformative policies for education. Our proposal involves the introduction of free education, aiming to remove financial barriers and enhance accessibility for all students. Additionally, we are committed to alleviating the burden of student debt by waiving existing liability through student funds and NSFAs. This initiative aligns with our core value of fostering equitable education opportunities and promote the well-being of our national youth. Environmental stability is the core of our agenda. Acknowledge the urgency of addressing climate change and persevering the planet and generation to come. Ekati People's Party is committed to inclusive policies and promote diversity, equality, and social justice. But my friends, these promises can only be fulfilled if we actively engage in democratic process. Register to vote is the first step towards shaping the future we want. Let our voice unite the workers and register center, sending a resounding message that the youth are committed to the prosperity, progress of beloved nation. I urge you to stand with Ekati People's Party that not only speaks for our dreams, but is dedicated to turn them into real. Together, let us make history and forge path towards brighter, for more prosperity, future for all. Thank you. Let our voice be heard at the post. Viva Banting, viva!
Stage, the leaders of UNP, which are the last organization to speak, so we've kept time, Sandy. Yeah, you can't, yeah. It's Mr. Prince Nkwana, who is the president of the UNP, and Ms. Ntabo Nkosi, leader of the UNP. DJ, they would like the song, the previous song that played, Siaya Epidon, that is what they would like to sing. But before you play that song, this is the last time you see me on stage, as this is our last speakers here. But what I would like to say is that please go out in numbers and encourage all young people to go and register to vote. Because we are not allergic to good quality education, Anity. We are not allergic to employment, Anity. We are not allergic to business opportunities, Anity. We are not allergic to basic services, Anity. But we are allergic to load shedding, Anity. We are allergic to poverty. Thank you very much for being such a good audience. I love you. You look great. The youth is the future and we look like it. Bye.
Viva MPC, viva! Viva MPC, viva! Viva UNP, viva! Viva DA, viva! Viva IFP, viva! Viva VF Plus, viva! Viva ACDP, viva! Viva UIM, viva! Viva SNP, viva! Viva UCDP, viva! Viva AK2, viva! The world is in your hands. We are faced by the biggest challenge with the diminishing hope for better tomorrow. Stagnation facing the helpless youth of South Africa. Failure of our government has led to the complex challenge and severe unemployment. It is now your time. Take responsibility. It is now your turn. Take responsibility. It is now your time to represent the unemployed. It is now your time to represent the investors. It is now your time to represent the employees. If you can't simply take the responsibility to register to vote, how are you going to manage that power? We encourage everyone to register to vote to shape up the future.
Hamili multi-charter family! Hamili multi-party family! 2024 signals a new era, a new world with liberating qualities set to engulf our beloved country. 30 years later, we as the citizens find ourselves in the advantageous position to represent the helpless of this country, fully aware of our condition and state. We are positioned and ready to serve the ideals of our neglected youth and their position. Brushing your teeth only takes 2 minutes, and so does registering to vote. If we want things to get done, we need to vote for people who will get things done. And that's why it's important to register, vote, elect people who will work and pass the legislation that is important to us. We are the future of this country, and our time is now.
We are the future of this country, and the time is when? And the time is when? I'm watching you. If you are quiet, you are saying the time is not now. We are the future of this country, and the time is now. MPC, it's your time. MPC, it's your time. MPC, it's your time. Halala MPC, halala. Thank you very much. the minute I've got is just to give a vote of thanks to everybody. Let me start off with the leadership. Thank you very much to our leaders that are all here, even those who wanted to be here. Let us give a round of applause to our leaders for the speeches, great speeches they have given. Come on everybody, let us give it to our leaders. Round of applause to our leaders. Thank you. Thank you. Now, the second group that I want us to give thanks to, it is the organizers of this event. The multi-party charter technical committee and the comms committee. They spent, I don't know how many hours. We were sitting and talking. We were not sure that this is going to happen. But let us give a round of applause to the technical committee of the MPC, led by Hussein. Where are you? There is Hussein over there. Come on, tell us down. Now let us also thank all the coordinators of the political parties that made it possible for you guys gathered here to be here. All of them. We know them, they know them. You have done a great job on a short notice. You had to organize transport, you had to organize food, you had to organize t-shirts, you had to organize chairs, you have to organize the venue, you have to organize the speakers, everything. And all the teams were led by Gary. Where's Gary? Where's Gary? You saw Gary moving around. All the party coordinators. We thank you. Let us give a round of applause to our organizers, please. Everybody, give it to them. We cannot, before I come to the most important people, we cannot forget to thank the security personnel. Amongst us, we have the security personnel. They make sure that we are safe in this place. Your cars are safe outside. We also have to continue to pray for them. We must continue to pray for their protection as they protect us. Do we agree? Our security from the JMPG and the SABC, please, thank you very much. Now, last but not least, you are all going to get your food packed in your taxis, ready, packed, and then provided unto you. Are you happy? But let us give thanks to all those who organize catering for us. Give them a round of applause. We thank them as well. And then, even those who led the songs on the stage, let us give them a round of applause. Even the media that managed to be here, let us give them a round of applause, the media. Now, tell the media to always give us first preference, irrespective of whatever other event is taking place by whoever. They must also give us first preference. Do we agree? Thank you very much to the media. And finally, I want us to give a round of applause to the most important people here, and that is yourselves. Now do it this way, Give yourself a pat on the shoulder and say, well done, Raymond, Come on, everybody. Tell the person next to you, well done. Tell the person next to you, well done. Uyenzeka hlawafika. Mtshele, let us all say, uyenzeka hlawafika.
What's the name of the what was this language you saying? Charter. Okay. Lucy, I'm doing it now, yeah? Let's do it now, right now. Are you going live? I think it's gonna be a look live. Okay, let's do it. My love, okay, can you please put on your pocket,
Hey, Natasha, how are you doing? Lovely
outfit. Compliments, thank you.
Sitting up. Oh, hi.
Hi.
Hello, ma'am. How are you doing? Are you well?
Yeah. Currently stands at over 27 million people, and of course we're getting various reactions from various political parties who are part of the multi-party charter, starting off with John Steenhuisen, who's the leader of the DA. Mr. Steenhuisen, thank you so much for having us. Perhaps if you just start off with that, 27 million people on the voters' roll, what's your reaction as a DA?
Yeah, well, I think that there's 27 million people that are sitting there that are not registered, they're not participating in a democracy. We can't change South Africa unless people get involved. And frankly, in this election, there's too much at stake for people to stay at home. We've got to create jobs. We've got to fix our economy. We've got to keep people safe in their homes. We've got to be able to make sure our children are getting a decent education. None of that's going to happen unless we fix the politics. And the multi-party charter is about fixing the politics so we can get that done.
Now, last year you rebutted these rumors about the Change Party, Mr. Roger Jardine. He had said that he was going to reach out to the NCP. Have you spoken to him?
No.
What's going on?
No, he hasn't reached out to the multi-party charter.
Are you looking, perhaps, if he comes and says, listen,
we've seen very clear that any party that shares the values and commitments of free, open market economy, respect for the rule of law and the Constitution, building a capable state, fighting poverty, fighting corruption. We want to talk to you. You need to be part of this change movement in South Africa. And we wait with open arms for all parties that want to join and be part of the best chance that South Africa has of unseating the ANC.
And I know you had said that you're going to have these conversations after the elections, but I mean, South Africans are still wanting to know what the conversations are about who will actually be the president of the multi-party charter. I mean, you've now increased your political party membership to 11 different parties that are part of the charter.
Well, we don't run a presidential system in South Africa. We run a parliamentary system which relies on party support. What we need to do is to get as many voters as possible to vote for the parties in the multi-party charter, to vote for the parties that they see best represent them, and then be able to give them the power to be able to have the conversation about who can be president. There's no use having a conversation now about who's going to be president if we don't have the votes in the box. We've got to get over the 51% mark, and that is our sole focus over the next 3 to 4 months, hopefully, of being able to get as many voters as possible out. This is the last chance people have to register this weekend. They can't miss this opportunity now, and they need to take heed of the fact that there's too much at stake for people to stay at home.
Now, I can't let you go before asking this question. You've come under fire and flagged for your comments that you made in Soshanguve, the comments about Panyaza Disufi's Nasi Spine and the Pep stores. Yes. I shop at Pep store myself.
So do I. 90% of my clothing and my children's
comments?
family.
Don't you think it was racist?
No, it wasn't racist. I'm a white South African. I shop at Pep stores. The reality is that the wardens there have caused huge amounts of harm in those communities. 22 vehicles crashed. Innocent people being pulled out of their homes and beaten up. Real police officers being beaten up. This is a militia that's being run by Panyaza Lesufi, and believe you me, it's not going to be long until they turned on politicians, and believe you me, once they've finished with us, they're going to come for the media. We should be very, very worried about this private militia.
So no apology?
No, I shop at PEP. I don't think there's any reason to apologize. 90% of my daughter's clothing comes from PEP. I'm very proud to shop there. It's good value for money. There's nothing racist about that. There was nothing racist about it when people were saying Carl Niehaus was wearing a PEP store camouflage. It is into the South African lexicon. I think that the real issue here is that we've got crime wardens running around acting at the instructions of a politician and are causing significant harm and acting in unlawful ways, including certifying documents as commission of oaths when they have no authority to do so. This is a private militia. It needs to be dismantled. If we want to have proper crime-fighting ability, we must put properly trained, equipped and uniformed agents onto the street so that they can actually get on with the job of fighting crime. This is an election gimmick by Panyaza Lesufi, and it's starting to have deadly consequences for ordinary citizens who find themselves on the wrong side of the battle.
Thank you so much, Mr. Stian Hazen. Let me just bring in Lerato. I think before I bring in Ubab Hlabisa, because I also want to soon, Bab. So please, I'm just asking that. Lerato, just one question. We've seen the voters' roll now increase. The hope for this registration drive is that you get more people actually coming out in their numbers to vote this weekend, as it is the final voter registration weekend. Your reaction, and do you think that the voters' roll will actually increase?
Well, actually, our issue is, yes, we want more young people, we want more people to come in to vote, but more importantly, we want people who have lost hope, those who are staying away from voting, because in fact the numbers stack on the side of those who have given up the voting. So what we want is to energize those who have actually stayed out of voting to come back into the vote, and also join the ones that are coming in now, who are the new voters, young people who are the ones who are going to lead this country going forward.
Thank you so much. Let me just bring in Ubab Hlabisa. Ubab Hlabisa, I know that you've got another program as well. You're joining in, Duna. So perhaps if you'll just give us in English, NesiZulu, your reaction for today and the clarion call that you've made to young people, to young South Africans to come out in their numbers to actually register to vote.
Let me start in English. Today, we had to meet like this as a combination of various cultural diversity in South Africa to call upon every South African who is 18 years and above, who is not registered, to use the coming weekend, 3 and 4 February, to go and register, because the 2024 elections must be a turning point of our country. The 2024 elections must be a change from the worst we see for the better we want. As we did in 1994, we removed the apartheid government that had failed us as a country and as the majority of the people in South Africa. In 2024, the majority of people of South Africa must go in their numbers to the voting station to vote out the government that has failed and destroyed our country, our dreams and aspiration. The youth is a key and the future. That is why we want to appeal most to them, as the majority of the unregistered people are young people who are eligible to vote. And the reason they have is, why should I go to register and vote? Because the government is not doing anything to help me. As long as you don't go to register and vote, you allow a government that is not doing anything for you to stay in power. Not to participate is actually voting in the government that is failing you. A message is simple. Let us all of us who are not registered go and register. On the election day, let us in our numbers, the 27 million registered South Africans must go in their numbers to remove the government that has failed them and introduce a new government that will bring a fresh start, fresh start in the direction of our country, a new breath in our country, as our country is in crisis in a number of issues: unemployment, crime, load shedding, corruption. We need to remove this government. Now, namhlanje njengoba sihlangene la, sihlangene njengamaqembu ezombusazwe aneyinhlanga ezehlukene nangokwebala okukhombisa ubunjalo beningizimu neAfrika. Sizonxenxa abantu baseningizimu neAfrika ukuthi kule mpelasonto esiya kuyona umhla ka-3 nomhla ka-4 wonke umuntu waseningizimu ne-Afrika sinxusa ukuthi akavuke aye esikhungweni abhalise ukuthi uzovota kuso ayobheka igama lakhe ukuthi lisekhona bese ukuthi bonke laba neminyaka eli-18 abangakaze babhalise and above sinxusa ukuthi bahambe beyobhalisa amagama abo ngale mpelasonto kodwa namhlanje basangakwazi ukubhalisa laba abakwazi ukusebenzisa ulwazi lwesimanje ukubhalisa online ukuze babe ngabavoti ukhetho lakulonyaka lwehlukile kunazo zonke inketho esike zaba nazo lufana ncamashi nokhetho luka-1994 ngonyaka 1994 saphuma ngobuningi bethu siyokhipha emandleni uhulumeni wobandlululo owawungasisizi ngalutho ikakhulukazi thina abantu esiliningi eningizimu ne-Afrika uhulumeni okhona njengamanje eminyakeni engama-30 udicilele phansi yonke into amaphupho esasinawo ukulangazela esasinakho ngo-1994 konke kushabalele intsha yakithi hlele emakhaya kayisebenzi ubugebengu kuhlalise wonke umuntu libhojozi inkohlakalo iyanuka phu iphuca abantu bakithi amathuba bezwathola kodwa imali yaphela ezandleni ezingafanele i-load shedding ugqamcishi kagesi udicilele phansi umnotho osomabhizinisi abancane bavalile uma kuyi-load shedding ngobumnyama ubugebengu kusabalala mawala sithi-ke lo hulumeni wehlulekile uma ungaphinde uthole eminye iminyaka emihlanu kuyoba yihlazo ezweni lakithi sizofana namazwe angomakhelwane abantu bakhona babalekayo abezeningizimu ne-Afrika ngenxa ukuthi amazwe abo alihlazo unyaka ke lona uguquko sithi wonke umuntu intsha kakhulukazi ikusasa layo lilele kulolu khetho intsha eningi ithi ayiyi ukuvota ngoba awuyenzeli lutho uhulumeni umlayezo umfishane ke uthi uma ungayi ukuyovota lo hulumeni ongakwenzeli lutho okusho ukuthi uvotela ukuthi uqhubeke uhlale emandleni ungakwenzeli lutho uma unganelisekile hamba uyokhuluma ngevoti lakho ukhipha uhulumeni owehlulekile i-IFP kanye na wonke ama-parties akwi-multi-party charter sizoletha uhulumeni ohlangene wamaqembu ezombusazwe ozoletha uguquko bathole umsebenzi abantu sishabalalise ubugebengu sishabalalise load shedding abantu bakithi bakwazi ukuthola imisebenzi.
Ngiyabonga baba. Just before I bring in Peter Groenewald, I'll just quickly ask to bring in a representative here from the UIM. What meaningful change do you think that the multi-party charter, briefly please, because I still have to interview all these other political party leaders.
I see other ones get longer. Today was a miracle in this hall in South African politics. Normally, this cannot happen. Normally, we fight, we argue. The most important thing of proof today is that we can unite, we can get together as a country, and we can show all the other people what is important, and that is that we vote and that we bring that change, and that is a miracle, so it's coming.
Thank you so much. Of course, we will be covering the multi-party charters, the SABC, as we go on. Mr. Groenewald, I think you've heard from the IEC briefing yesterday that unfortunately in 3 missions, Sudan, Israel and Ukraine, South Africans that are actually living that side may not be able to actually vote and cast their ballot because of the conflict. As FF+, what is your reaction to that?
Well, firstly, it is a pity because we don't want conflict. We want peace. And it's understandable that it may not be possible for them to vote. But we must emphasize each and every vote counts. And the importance is that people say, but does my vote make a difference? I want to say, of course it makes a difference, and I have explained it. We must remember at the moment, the ANC has a 58% majority in the National Assembly, but they only have the support of 27% of eligible voters. So the whole aim of today is actually to put emphasis on the importance for eligible voters to ensure they are registered, because they must be registered before they can vote. And very important, this round you will only be able to vote from where you are registered from the voting station, and that is because of independent candidates that participate now. So are we going to allow that 27% of eligible voters determines what happens with the future of South Africa? We also people vote, register and let's make a change. Dit is uiters belangrik, want net 27% van stemgeregtigde kiesers, mense wat kan stem, gee die ANC op die oomblik 'n 58% meerderheid en hulle maak wat hulle wil. Hulle is arrogant. Hulle vernietig Suid-Afrika. Net die kiesers kan 'n verandering teweegbring. En ons kan nie toelaat dat 27% van kiesers die toekoms bepaal nie. Ons beroep is gaan registreer, sorg dat jy stem. En onthou, in hierdie verkiesing kan jy net stem van die stempunt waar jy geregistreer is en dit is as gevolg van onafhanklike kandidaate. Kom ons herstel Suid-Afrika en ons bou, maar sorg dat jy gaan stem.
Thank you so much for your time. Mr. Groenewald raises a very important issue here. You've got an average voting population of over 40 million in South Africa, but the voters roll is only 27 million. What do you think as the ACDP, what is your meaningful contribution to ensure that that number actually rises?
I think what is important is to mention, our President mentioned it, Reverend Mishwa, is that we must instill new hope to the citizens of South Africa, to tell them that they need to go and register. This weekend is the last weekend. We cannot allow 27 million only to go to the ballot box. So as the ACDP, we are going out all stops to make sure that we encourage our people in every VD station to go and to register so they're able to vote when the president of this country announces the election date. So the ACDP is saying is that we're creating new hope. We want them to understand that this country needs a change and the change lies with them. The people need to take their power back. And if they don't take their power back, Natasha, we will continue to have individuals, popular people wanting to rule the country. Let the people rule this country again.
Bishop, thank you so much for your time. Taking the power back, Ekhetu People's Party, for those who don't know you and don't know what Ekhetu stands for and are at home and saying, why should we vote for you? Why should they vote for Ekhetu?
They should vote for us because Ekhetu stands for, is the People's Party. Ekhetu stands for my home, at home. We are a new party. We just came into the political arena. So we are a new party. We need support from the people of South Africa. We also joined the multi-party. So we need support, and then I encourage the people to vote this weekend so that they should go and register so that their vote should count onto South Africans. Because a lot has been done, but people are not happy about that. That's why a lot of people are not going to the voting stations. Okay. So we want to push them to try and have workshops to guide them and show them that, no, this is the way to go and register, and you can bring a change to South Africa.
Okay, thank you so much.
Thank you very much.
Let's just conclude quickly with the SNP. Just briefly, you've heard what your counterpart had to say from AK2. You've seen a mushrooming of small political parties. For Natasha or for Eugene Dikhoro, who's at home, who says, but what can SNP actually do for me? How could SNP actually really change my life? But practically, so what has SNP probably done within your community to actually change the lives of people there?
At this moment, we are busy trying to get a four-party colour charter together for our personal party, where we only believe four of us, four colour, black, white, Indian and coloured, have rights in our country, which we own. It's our country. South Africa belongs to us, and that is what we are fighting for. Schools are very important, hospitals, healthcare, all that stuff. We need more teachers. We want to work on that. And then service delivery is definitely a very big must.
Those who don't have homes.
They're the homes, yeah. Yeah, but we are all, I'm the senior leader and then these are my youth leaders. So yeah, we are working hard in our areas, trying to get everybody on our space to go.
Ma'am, thank you so much. Of course, representatives from the Spectrum National Party. Of course, we've managed to speak to all the political parties, the 11 political parties that are actually represented here, various views from them. But of course, the underlining tone and the overriding tone coming out of the Johannesburg City Hall is for young people to go out in their numbers to register to vote for this final and last registration weekend. With that said, it's back to you in studio.
Thank you, Tash. Wow.